Hello! So, it's that time of year when people start doing their Booker Longlist prediction videos because it's Booker season, baby. Now, I have never done a Booker Longlist prediction video, mainly because, and as every booktuber would tell you, trying to predict the Booker Longlist is a pretty pointless exercise. The Booker Longlist is always made up of books that we just really haven't heard of. Maybe you might get one or two that make the list. Even people who have been doing prediction videos forever still only seem to get maybe one or two on the list. So why do people do these videos? Well, number one, they're really fun. I suppose it's nice to just look at books you've either read or haven't read and hope, cross your fingers, or think that maybe they might make the Booker Longlist. And number two, I think they're a really good way for people to find possible future reads that they just find interesting. So I think all of these videos, these prediction videos, really are just another way of promoting possible books you might not have heard of and you might want to give a go. So yeah, I think that's mainly why people do these videos. I think everyone who makes them knows they haven't really got a hope of guessing that many to make it on the list. I would love to know, has anyone ever predicted more than 3? Put it in the comments below. If you know of a channel that has ever predicted or made a video with those predictions and more than 3 have made it onto the list, I would love to know who that is. And I find it really interesting the different ways in which people approach predicting the Booker Longlist. And one video that really caught my eye this year is Ben Reads Good. Of course it was. All his videos catch our eye. But yeah, this one was really good because Ben sat down and did spreadsheets. He spent a weekend spreadsheeting out possible predictions, different categories, and for what might work. And I think, that level of dedication to predicting the Booker, needs to be given a little round of applause. But I have decided to challenge Ben's spreadsheet method. Oh, it's on, Ben. It is me versus you with predicting the Booker Longlist. Okay, so I have decided that to do the absolute polar opposite of what Ben's done, I have just gone on to Goodreads. I went on to Goodreads. I'll leave the link in the description box, but on Goodreads, they have all of the books that are eligible for the Booker Prize this year. There's 171 books on that list, so I just copy and paste all of the names of the books and the authors. It took a while. I went much longer than my normal 90 minutes I allow myself. But yeah, I've decided to copy and paste it all, and I've just put all of those names into a random sort of wheel picker that I found on Google. And my prediction list is going to be made up of me just randomly pressing the button and see what it presents. Because I feel like I personally feel like I have as equal amount of a chance of getting more books or the same amount of books on the predictions list as Ben does. But who knows? That's the challenge. So will my absolutely random method beat Ben Reed's spreadsheet method? So let's not waste any more time. It is time for my predictions, which will be picked at random for the Booker Longlist 2024. Right, so here we go. We are on the wheel of names, the wheel picker. There are 171 books on this Goodreads list. So 171 eligible books for the Booker Prize 2024. So here we go. That is a lot of books. So let's see. So let's begin. Number 1 on my predictions list for the Booker Prize. All the excitement. All the excitement. And it is Absolution by Alice McDermott. Absolution by Alice McDermott. I'm going to keep this short so this video doesn't last forever, but what we have here is, with a narrative impact that recalls Graham Greene's The Quiet American, Alice McDermott confronts the unresolved mysteries and ironies of America's tragic interference in Southeast Asia. So there you go, that is Absolution. So now let's go for my number 2 on my prediction of what is going to make the Booker Prize list. Number 2, here we go, let's spin. Around it goes. I know the excitement. Whoo! It doesn't get better than this, everybody. Oh. You Are Here by David Nichols. A bit of a commercial one there. If you're a fan of David Nichols' work. What was the one? One Day? Was it turned into a Netflix show? So You Are Here by David Nichols is in the number 2 spot. A hilarious, hopeful and heartwarming love story. The novel beloved New York Times bestselling author David Nichols calls my funniest book yet. You Are Here is a bittersweet and hopeful story of first encounters, second chances, and finding the way home. Here we go for number 3. Number 3. Oh, here we go. Oh, The Heart in Winter, a novel by Kevin Barry. There you go. Haven't heard of the other two, haven't heard of this one. In this love story for the ages, lyrical, profane and propulsive, Kevin Barry has once again demonstrated himself to be a master stylist, an unrivaled humorist and a true poet of the human heart. Number 4. Number 4. Ooh. A Trace of Sun by Pam Williams. I also haven't heard of this one. We are taken to the island of Grenada, where we meet a family that is about to be ripped apart. A Trace of Sun is in part inspired by the author's own family experiences. Number 5, number 5. Oh, it's number 5. Brat by Gabrielle Smith. Have heard of this one. Actually really excited to give this one a go at some point, so I'm glad it's made my predictions list. Irreverent and boundary-pushing, but not for its own sake. The novel that follows is muscular yet lyrical, riddled with paradox and told with a truly rare and compelling clarity of voice. Brat is a serious debut that refuses to take itself too seriously. It's Booker Season, baby, number 6. Oh, Booker Season. Someone Like Us by, is it Dinor Mengestu? My dyslexia really shining a light right now. I think it's Dinor Mengestu. Mengestu? I would go with that. Someone Like Us. The novel centres on the dense weaving relationship between our protagonist and his father. In its form, the novel has experimental elements that work well with its themes of immigration, disconnection, and loss. Breathtaking, commanding, unforgettable work from one of America's most prestigiously gifted novelists. Okay, so now we're on to number 7. Number 7, here we go. Ooh. Number 7 is Poor Dear by Claire Oshetsky? Oshetsky? I don't know. Come on, dyslexic brain, you can do this. I would go Oshetsky. But yeah, Claire Oshetsky, number 7. Heart-rendering, hopeful, and boldly imagined, Poor Dear explores the journey toward understanding the children we once were and the stories we tell ourselves to make sense of life's most difficult moments. Number 8. Oh, it's Booker Season, baby. Hey! Well, now this, do you know what? This is a strange one because Ordinary Human Failings was a lot of people, when I was doing the Women's Prize for Fiction shortlist, this is the one book that universally everybody said deserved to be on that shortlist. Everyone couldn't believe it wasn't on the shortlist. When I asked people what was their possible winner that didn't make it on the shortlist, everyone said Ordinary Human Failings. So even if this doesn't make the Booker Longlist, which I'm pretty sure it won't, but I think this is the universe's way of telling me I need to read this book. So it is definitely going on the old TBR. Really, who would care about a family like theirs? Theirs were ordinary human failings, tragedies too routine to be of note. Number 9. What's it gonna be? Ooh, The Nude by C. Michelle Lindley. Well, there you go. The Nude. I haven't heard of that one. The Nude is an evocative and intense exploration of art, cultural theft, and what it means to be a woman helming morally complicated negotiations in a male-directed world. Number 10. I'll get in. I'll get in! It's on my read, it's on my TBR. This is one I'm very excited for. If you read her last book, was it... Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. Women Under the Sea? Something like that. It was incredible. I loved it. It made my best books of that year. Loved that book. I'm just terrible with names. And Private Rights, yeah, it's on my... I've got it ready to go. So, yeah, fingers crossed this makes the Booker Longlist. Oh, that would be good. But that's my number 10 pick. From the best-selling author of Our Wives Under the Sea, a haunting novel of 3 sisters navigating queer love and faith at the end of the world. There's no way to bury a body in earth which is flooded. It is in fact consigned to history along with almost everything else. Here comes number 11. Ooh. The Fertile Earth. The Fertile Earth is a vast, ambitious debut that is equal parts historical, political, and human, with the enduring ties of love and family loyalty at its heart. Who can be loved? What are the cost of transgressions? How can justice be measured? And who will be alive to bear witness? Number 12, the penultimate pick. Oh. The Echoes by Evie Wilde. It says Goodreads author there. Clearly forgot to delete that bit. Okay, The Echoes. I've never heard of The Echoes, so I'll have to give that one a little look. Both a celebration and autopsy of a relationship, The Echoes is a novel about stories and who has the right to tell them, asking what of our past can we shrug off and what is fixed forever. And here we go, the 13th and final spin of the wheel for what will make my Booker prediction long list. Oh. Mrs. Jekyll by Emma Glass. Mrs. Jekyll by Emma Glass, yet again one I have not heard of. Let's give that one a little look. A story of power and powerlessness, light and dark, life and death. Mrs. Jekyll embraces the paradoxes of modern womanhood in a story every bit as gripping as the original. So there you go, everyone. This is my Booker longlist predictions list. Here you go. I'll put them all out now. So there you go. That's my 13 books that I think is going to make the Booker longlist. And we will see, old Ben Reads Good, if your spreadsheets work out just as well as my picking at random, because I think both of them are in an equal chance of getting the exact amount right. But you never know, your system could get more. So yeah, whoever gets the most amount of picks, each pick you get is a pint that I owe you. Okay, so if you get like 2 picks, I get no picks, I owe you 2 pints, mate. And we'll see how it goes like that. Anyway, back up top for a little old farewell. So there you go, that is my predictions for the Booker Prize Longlist 2024, and we will find out who wins between me and Ben on the 30th of July. I actually feel like Ben's going to do better. Looking at my list, I'm not that confident, but again, who knows? I think it's all just so random. But anyway, and actually, if I was to do my own list, it wouldn't really look too much like the one I've got, but I don't care because it is pointless. And this is my list. I'm really glad that Private Rights is on there by Julia Armfield. I absolutely adored Our Wives Under the Sea. That book is so good. I can't wait to get around to her next one. So yeah, and if that made the book a long list, woo, that would be amazing. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because this video is probably long enough already. As always, I hope you are well. I hope you're enjoying whatever you might be reading, and I will see you all on the next one. And of course, if you have any predictions that you would like to put down below in the comments for what you would like or what you think might make the book a long list, then by all means, please go right ahead. See you later, everybody.